General Dua, the loss of a commanding officer, the loss of a company commander, and the loss of a DSP in one single operation would point to a very alarming ability of terrorists to strike at the military leadership. Some lowly scum of a terrorist killing the cream of our army.
First of all, Gaurav, let me just express my condolences to the families of those who made the supreme sacrifice and also to their units. Sad as it may be, but Gaurav, everyone will agree. It also shows that our leaders, our officers lead from the front. They are there at hand wherever combat takes place. It is sad that we lost three such brave hearts who were in the leadership position. But, this unit 19 Rashtriya Rifles is a very fine unit. When I was a corps commander several years ago, it is 19 RR
Yes.
which eliminated Burhan Wani. You have yourself come there and been to Anantnag that time.
Yes, sir.
And so this unit will avenge the death of these leaders. But yes, it is sad. And but allow me also to say, it is an occupational hazard when you lead the men from front.
Should we relook CEOs leading from the front when you're going after terrorists? I mean, if it's a Hafiz Saeed, I can understand. If it's some terrorist, let the hierarchy. I'm sure there are SOPs who should lead and who shouldn't. But of course, that's your job. You know that best, sir. I'm just looking at it from outside.
Allow me 30 seconds to say this.
Go on, sir.
You are right to say what you said. And we don't know the circumstances of the case as to how it happened.
True,
sometimes it happens. I have, as a colonel, as a CO, I have myself been in combat situations up in front. Sometimes it happens that before the cordon is established, the terrorists open fire, which is a little rare. So they try to hide their position normally till as late as possible. So we don't really know the circumstances of the case as to how this incident took place. That will come out by and by. But yes, we have our SOPs in place, and all the processes. I'm sure the due processes were followed. We will know that by and by as the time progresses.
Fair enough. Mr. Vaid, our soldiers have been ambushed both north and south of Pir Panjal in multiple instances, and this indicates that terrorists and their handlers across, they've studied our SOPs over decades, and perhaps they found loopholes. The ambush that you'd recall, the one that took place south of Pir Panjal, when that single truck was going, terrorists fired from a higher ground, and we were caught.
Gaurav, my tribute to the martyrs and our heartfelt sympathies with their families. The whole country is with them. But yes, you are absolutely right. In fact, today's incident is a classical case of how our SOP has been seen and intercepted. What my initial information tells me that a source comes to whoever was handling him, that I have built there is a hideout, or I have built a hideout where 2, 3, or 4, whatever number he has disclosed of foreign terrorists are staying there, and I will, if you come along, I will show you. And on that information, an operation was launched. I think at some times such sources are compromised also.
Yes.
And you have that risk, Gaurav. But as General Dua was saying, we all have worked in these positions as a CO, as district SP, as deputy SP. We all have led operations. But yes, my hunch is this: we need to look after we are free from the operation, whether this source was compromised or not. That aspect needs to be looked into, of course. But even if he was not, there was a hideout. there was a likelihood of a sentry protecting that hideout.
Yes.
And we had spotted the senior officers, a contingent coming led by the CEO and also consisting of the army major and the deputy SP. Probably that, because I was not on the spot, my apprehension is, so all these three terrorists have targeted these officers. They, without them knowing about exact location of the hideout.
Yes.
I think something like this must have happened. And I was talking to somebody there. This is the information I could collect. So we need to look into this.